Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Cities Skylines 2. This is our rural town, and I kind of like it. We'll grow it a little bit more into these areas, maybe a few things on this corner here, there, and then we'll put some more farms in here, and we'll start our forestry industry here as well. In terms of, I requested some name suggestions, and thank you so much. I think a great name for this, not that these are pines, but I think a great name for this area is Healthy Pines, and I like it. I like it a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just create the zone here, which is the district. I'm going to create the district over here, and we'll call it effectively start it over there, and we'll just run it through, well, as much as we can, of course, and we'll have to fairly regularly expand it, I would think. And close it off over there. Evergreen Springs? No, this is going to be Healthy Pines. Healthy Pines. I like it. People are already quite happy over here. Now, if we have a look at Healthy Pines, can we see? So there's 99 households, 143 residents, 256 employees. So there's a few work spots that's open. That's interesting. So where would they be working at the moment? How many workers in one of these? Oh, actually, pretty reasonably sized working environment. Okay. I thought maybe we'll do one or two small higher density buildings on the main street, just to kind of indicate that things have come along a little bit over here. Something like this corner over here, maybe, or that corner over there, just a slightly larger building. Maybe the what kind of buildings density? We have all densities now. But I'm thinking a small, medium density building. We don't have anything denser over there. And I was also thinking a few little bits of industrial pieces. Can we, let's have a look at some of the policies that we have available to us. Energy consumption awareness, gated community, heavy traffic ban, recycling, roadside parking fees, and speed bumps. I think we're going to do speed bumps just to make sure vehicles driving within the district lowers the chance of accidents, bring noise pollution down significantly. Okay, so anyway, we'll do something like that. I don't think we can, if we wanted to have a look, we should be breaking even. If we wanted to have a look at industrial, so what I wanted to do is the vegetable industry. I'm going to kind of drop that down a little bit, subsidize it a little bit, as well as the grain industry just a bit. And then we'll have a look at those kind of services that go along with it. Maybe a little bit of livestock drop downs to like 10. I mean, it's not going to be massively so. Cotton. Oh, we've got the timber industry too, right? So then anything associated with it, I want to drop down a little bit more. So maybe we'll do something like that. Drop furniture down to 0, basically, and food we subsidize a bit more. So like I want to see more of this kind of food pieces. Timber, we'll drop timber down to say 5%, and then wood, which we don't have at the moment, I want to drop that down to say 5% as well, and we'll kind of sort that one out in just a minute. That's about it, really. There we go. So that gives us a little bit of a change in the taxation policies associated with this. Now, what I want to do is let's have a look. I want to grab the gravel road, switch this on. There's there's not really an incline here, any way, shape, or form, really. So if we were to, I think that's the kind of thing that I want to do. And let's just make sure we have this tool. Let's start it out straight, and then we're going to kind of meander our way into the forest a little bit over there, and we might add some more to it in the future. But really the idea is now let's do a bit of a forestry industry over here. So if I go here, extractor, a forestry extractor, probably add on that side there. If we do something like that, and what I would like to do is get this tool. What? Adjust the lot? Yeah, I want to adjust the lot, please. How come? Ah, there we go. This is the tool for the job. Come on. There we go. So let's do a little bit of this. Or actually, you know what? I'm gonna put a little car park next to it over here. So let's do something like that. See if that's going to be sufficient for the car park. Okay, so now let's spread this thing out a little bit. We'll move it later to make room for the car park. So if we were to say that you go up all the way there, all the way there, and at the moment we're obviously restricted by the tile we have. We can actually do the car park on the opposite side of the road there. Let's do that. That's pretty cool. Let's try and move that a little bit more there, a little bit more this way. I think that might be a useful. Yeah, we'll put the car park in there. So let's try and give ourselves a little bit more room here. Excellent. I think I like that idea. Something like this. And we'll just try and keep it pretty square, like so. There we go. So that's a nice little forestry area. We could obviously try and increase its size here a little bit more. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do it much bigger than this at the moment. And that's kind of the idea. So we've got this nice little area here where forestry can take place. That's good. We'll leave it there. There's only 9 employees at the moment. I want to do a little car park right there next to it. So let's grab a car park. People working here. Just a small one. Is that a... This one doesn't come with massive lights, does it? Is it? No, that's too big. Yeah, that's not right. It's too big, massive lights all the time. So the small one is just, it's going to just have to be the small one over there. There we go. Oh, I think that's pretty reasonable, actually. Looks pretty good there. So people can come and work in this area and then do the forestry industry piece. And what I thought I would do is I'd actually do a little bit of small industrial stuff in here. So let me grab just the normal road here at a bit of a straight there. At that 90-degree kind of angle there. We're going to try and avoid the school and things like that as best we can. The school needs a little bit of room for expansion though. So let's do kind of something like this. Yeah, to the back of the school there. And you know what? I might... Yeah, let's just add the extra... Just add that extra section in there. We'll do something like that and we'll tie it in there. Yeah, I like that. And this will be a bit of a little bit of an industrial park. And then what we'll do is we'll give it a little bit more straight, right like that. And then we'll kind of turn it in a little bit to get back to the road. And I kind of want it to be a little bit offset like this. Yeah, I like that idea. I like that idea. Yeah, it just looks cool. Okay, so now there's an access point in here, and what I'll do small little bit of industrial use in here, but we'll stick with the really small stuff. And the idea would be that we It's just going to be this one little lot here. I think larger than 2, and I definitely don't want any smokestacks in this area. These is going to be like lumber processing, maybe even food processing kind of facilities or something to that effect or that nature. And we'll try and maybe we'll even leave it sparsely populated like this, and add some like stuff like parking in there as well. So if we were to actually maybe get rid of, yeah, we'll just do that. So we'll get rid of that one there, and we'll get a bit of parking lot going on that side, and maybe even one kind of on the other side, like so over there, right? So that's going to be pretty useful. One thing that we don't have in town here is a bus, and so what I thought we needed to do is get ourselves a bit of a bus station in this area. Is there something like a slightly smaller bus station, or they're all this massive? Because this is too big for this area. So what we'll need to do, I think what we'll do is let's do our own bespoke little bus station in this area. If we're saying the bus is coming in here and going out that way, let's create a little center of town bus station in here. Maybe this section over here is not a bad one. So let's find ourselves a little bit of a one-way kind of bus lane. Yeah, let's see if we can't make it look a little bit nicer. So if we were to do this, right, and let's make sure to give ourselves a little bit of room there. Actually, let's start off straight. No, you know what? It will in a town like this, you'll have direct access to the main road. So let's trim it back and just start it off this way. And what I would like to do, however, is just make sure that if we do that, I don't necessarily want, well, we can let it go both directions for now. Let's just leave it like that. See if that actually works. Let's change the road tools, get rid of kind of some of these things over here. That's okay. There's still room there. Now, can I put a bus stop in here? So grab me a bus stop. I would like to do... It's not allowing me to do the bus stop here. So if I needed to upgrade this road a little bit, so how do if I wanted to upgrade a little section of it? Oh, this is not a road at all. Well, I don't know what this is supposed to do, but let's do that. Let's start off with a neat little road. Let's just do that road. Let's not get carried away here. That's the starting point. Yeah, let's just do that. That's going to be our bus situation. Now, I needed to see, that's the thing, really. If we do that, right, no one else can use this. And then what we'll do is we'll start upgrading a little bit to make it look a lot nicer. So give me my bus stop at least. So if we go, this guy's going to go, yeah, something like that. I like the idea of putting it right in there in the corner. So that's our bus stop over there. And then anything else, let's upgrade this road to at least look a little bit better. So if we wanted to add some advanced features in here, like, yeah, we'll do that. Make it look nice on the one side there. And on that side, well, actually, let's put some trees in over here too. And we'll do a little bit over there and a little bit over there. So just it kind of looks like a nice little area. What we'll do is we'll try and put some paths in here, make it look a little bit nicer. Maybe even put a little park over here, even though we've got one there. Maybe even put a little park in here to make this area look a lot better. So if we go in here, paths first. So let's if we do something like that, I'm pretty keen on maybe running that all the way through. Like so. Yeah, I don't mind that. That's pretty cool. Let's get a park in here, something that can create a little bit of interest in this general area. We could bump that road over a little bit, right? So if we were to say do the upgrade on that road, and we'll do the kind of replace upgrade no snapping, you actually have the ability of moving it just a tad, so it's kind of flush with what we see there. Almost. There we go. Something like that. Is that does that look okay? Or do we bring this over a little bit as well? Just a tad like that. Yeah, that looks a little bit more natural though. Yeah, so now there's a room for the bus to go in there in Strawberry Street. And what I'll do is I'll just call this the Alfie Pines bus station. Yeah, we'll call it that. So it's neatly named. Now, I did want, now that I've moved that over, can I actually get something like this in place? If I decided not to snap it and I take the eye away, can we find a little spot that works for this? No, I don't think this is ever going to work. And we've got one of these over there, so let's not double that down. A small plaza is just a little bit too big. The playground is not quite what I'm looking for, and the campfire site's not quite either. The only thing that might work is actually the dog park, but I don't think the dog park is the right thing here. If anything, maybe we'll sort out a little playing facility, something like. I don't want to lose the tree though. So let's do a little playing facility somewhere over here. Push it back just a tad, like so. Right, there we go. Just so it looks a little bit more normal. And then what we'll do is we'll get a few streets to go through here. I mean streets, little pathways. So if we were to then say get the pathways to do its thing, let's not snap the pathways at all. Oh my god, I got the tree. In the end, I lost the tree. If we do that, get that one to cross over there. I think that's going to be pretty reasonable, really. There we go. That's pretty good. I'll just replace a few of these trees, though, or add a few trees in here again. We've got some birches in here. We might make it a little bit more interesting, but I think that kind of looks okay. What I will, however, do is I am going to remove some of this. So that's a kind of a rural bus station that I popped in there now. Oh, we've got some big trucks coming through here. How's this area looking? Yeah, no smokestacks, please. Get rid of that. Everything else looks really good and in line with this area. Whether we need to change up the sizes a little bit, I think maybe that's the interesting one. Actually, let's do that on this one. Let's do that, make it a bit smaller, get rid of that, so it starts off a little bit differently. We might even, because it's now a little bit offset, so what we could do is we'd fill it in a little bit more over here, maybe something like that, add a little bit more in that one, add a small little section in here. And I'm kind of actually tempted to run a little road just in the back here. Oh, actually, that's going to look really nice. I'm going to do that. Put a tiny little road in there. And I'll add a few things on that side directly, some really small ones. Oh, and in order for me to, of course, do that, what I want to do is like do this, do that. Yeah, I like that. Let's see if we start getting a few in there. No, that's going to be a problem. Oh, actually, I don't need that last one removed. Let's do something like that. That one's filling in. We can do something like that. See if that fills in a little bit nicer. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, that's 2 of them. That is 2 of them. I like it. That's going to increase the interest here a little bit. Okay, let's do that. And it's still going to be pretty dispersed. Yeah, I like this. This is pretty cool. I like that idea. I like my bus station over here. I wanted to fix up these things just a tad. So let's remove. I'm going to remove that one, and I'm going to remove that one. If anything, I might add a new one, like somewhere over here in the middle of the road section. Right? That's more the kind of thing that I think is appropriate in town here. Yeah, so something like that, just in the middle of the road. At the moment, it's pretty appropriate to have on-street parking, but you wouldn't see the parking on here. So maybe I'll just remove the parking here. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to do something else, right? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put some of these nice trees in here. That seems like a great idea for Prospect Street down the middle here. I like it, and it does. I'm not going to go too crazy with like the other areas. Okay, now let's put some extra trees in here. So we've got birches in there already. What we'll do is we'll actually line a few pines to kind of square out this area a little bit. And then, of course, what we need to do is we need to run the bus route. I do think, can we squeeze a little path in there? That would be so cool if we could. Don't, however, think that it can. It's going to change, right? Even though it seems like it can squeeze in there. Yep. Exactly what I thought was going to happen. So unfortunately, we did end up losing it. That's okay. Let's redo those in terms. It would have been so cool to see that work. I might add this side too then. I think we're definitely going to lose that side. Yep. Oh, there we go. That's awesome. So we did lose a little bit of stuff there. Let's get back to. Oh no, not in there. We'll get the pines going. These are pines, right? So we'll get few more pines in this area. Something like that just makes it look a little bit more interesting, and a little bit more manicured and landscaped, right? You would see some level of minor landscaping in an area like this. So something like that, I think, is pretty cool. There we go. So now we've got our little bus station. We've got our little industrial area. How's these little small ones looking? Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. It really adds, it kind of almost looks like it's one kind of complex or something. They are very slow to build, though. And I like the couple of big trees that we still have in here. We'll try and maintain them. We'll certainly do a little bit more in this general area right here. Maybe something slightly larger like that. And once that one kind of starts tying in, I might pop in another one, another smaller one next to it over here. But we're trying to maintain some of the trees in there. Can we speed things along just a little? There it goes. That one does it. This one can get a little bit of stuff going on. I think that kind of does the trick there, right? Could maybe add a little small one in there as well. There we go. It's just because we wanted to look kind of sparsely industrialized in this area. Just a little industrial complex, not a high polluting area. That's just supporting the industries that we've got going on here. These guys are looking for lack of high skill labor. So yeah, certainly. And what I thought we might do right on the main street here, we might do a slightly larger medium density building. So if I were to say, not row houses, but if we do one little, or actually we could do a nice little mixed-use corner here, not on the school ground, but if we were to do a nice little mixed-use corner right there, I think that could give us a slightly larger building without going too crazy. Get a few more people to come and move in. At the same time, what we might do is we might do a small little corner shop kind of right over there, and then a lot more of kind of this kind of stuff. Yeah, so a few things like that just to generate a little bit more interest here.
Please exercise caution if you must drive.
And I don't want to do higher density on any of these areas, but we might get a few more sizable little areas in here.
Before we dive into our next selection, I'd like to take a few memento moris.
So if we do something like that, that's going to look fairly reasonable in terms of some houses on here. We may obviously try and expand that out a little bit. I just want to make sure that we're kind of skirting the edges around here a little bit. We can definitely do some houses into this area here. That's kind of the idea. And we might even do a little bit of a housing complex, maybe something that's a little bit more similarly sized like this in that area over there. But anyway, we'll see some of these things. Let's get our bus route going. I think that's the plan. We may as well start it over here. So let's just get our bus route going. So if I wanted to start a bus over here, it's just going to be a point-to-point bus route. So we're going to have it run all the way to here and all the way back. So it's just a point-to-point bus route from the main town into Healthy Pines. Okay, so let's just have a look at that. We've got, this is bus line 5, Healthy Pines line. It's a longer one. We would like to make that, let's do a nice little light bright green kind of color so we can see them coming. There we go. We want to have a little bit of look at this detail. We don't want as many buses running that line. Let's just go with 5. Yeah, let's go with 5, the minimum. We'll do day and night. We'll make it. We'll make this line free. Actually, I want to run this line free. It's got no vehicles. Okay, so it's got no vehicles. So that means we need to actually go and have a look at our facility over here. We haven't spent a lot of time over here either. So this is our bus depot, and we are fully loaded in terms of vehicles, are we? Yeah, they're all on the route. 25 vehicles in use. Let's see. We should be able to expand an extra garage. Yeah, you can kind of do it a bit almost anywhere. Would have been cool if you could put it in there. But I think what's going to make sense is to just add one on there. I don't think we can actually move it in the end. So we can, but I don't think we'll not do tons of bus additions in here, I think. At least let's just do that. That looks fairly reasonable. Okay, so now we should have buses come in. And this is, oh, how's that? Oh, that is beautiful. I like that. It actually gives a much nicer little street. I'm going to do that all along the way here. And maybe we'll just, maybe on the one side or something like that. Just so, because these guys are, while they might be, yeah, just in proximity here, I might leave these, this is kind of the newer area. And what we'll do is we'll just do some mixed use stuff. Just the small mixed use stuff in there. I don't want it, right? Is that fine? Are they really not going to give me mixed use here? There we go. Get a bit of mixed use going on there. Now, if I try and do one that's a little bit, and of course, we need these to be right next to each other. So we'll try and give them a slightly different size. Oh, it's just doing that. Let's do, if we do that, there we go. See about a slightly bigger one. Let's get them to come in. I think that's going to make this little town look really nice. Just this little slither of a little bit higher density, like an old little town. This is the kind of stuff that you would have seen in a town like this, I would think. Is it too big, though? No, I think it's fine. Just a little bit of that, I think, is going to be absolutely fine in this area. Let's have a look at what Healthy Pines is actually coming up with. We are missing a lot of employees, so we do need a little bit... No. Oh, but this is the commercial that's just redoing itself there. Let's just de-zone a lot of that. And a lot of that as well, and a lot of that, and just see what we end up with. No, that's going to be too big. We need a really tiny little... if we do that, try and fill in a little bit. How does that work? Maybe that'll look quite interesting. And this can kind of be a bit of a park. We've got this guy here. We might replace that with something a little bit bigger and move this one over to a different area. I think that might be quite useful. Oh, here we go. We've got the Healthy Pines bus over here. There we go, rendering it in there. I like it. Want to see it move. Get it out of here. How's that doing? Oh, if we look at this, I'm just going to take a little snappy. It's not... Oh, struggling with the tool. You use some fancy settings for it. Please let me know. For the pictures, right? I don't have any people here. But from a Healthy Pines perspective, that looks pretty good. There we go. Took a little picture. I want to see this bus maneuver its way out of here. Oh, there's another one. This guy decided to just kind of breeze through here. How many people on here? Two dogs and 15 passengers. That's pretty good, actually. Can you now move on? I like this. This is the perfect size bus stop, I think, for this area. Oh, here we got a few people waiting for the bus now. Next bus shouldn't be too far away. Is this... I think that's pretty reasonable. Even if you look at old little... That might be a little bit big, that one. But I think it's pretty reasonable, these things. Pretty reasonable. I don't like... Yeah, it's maybe a little bit much. Maybe a little bit much. How big is this? Is this 2 by 2? I do wonder if we can do slightly smaller. But I think that's okay. That's going to be okay. How many people on that bus? Another bus has arrived. 3 more passengers on that one. I do like the idea. Now we're actually serving this area. Yeah, we have a slight shortage of workers here, but I think we're doing reasonably okay. Excellent. Let's yeah, before we add more stuff here, let's just get more people in here. How's this guy doing? Yeah, it's got almost everything it needs. How's this area looking? Oh, that's beautiful. This is the kind of industrial park I like for a little rural area here. It really does make a lot of sense. Oh, for parking, let's make it like $1, right? Or actually, let's just not charge for parking. Parking is free here. So we get more people to park in the actual parking lots than on the road. I think that's the idea. And this area doesn't look too bad. What is that? That's a Packback Medical. Sells pharmaceuticals. Yeah, makes a bit of sense here. Though I would think a little bit more of these guys. Yeah, to be honest, these guys are too big. I'm gonna trim that back to the smaller size. Yeah, sorry, I'm just a little thinking that's just not quite what you would do here. So let's do that. See if we get rid of these two. Yeah, we're gonna get the right thing to come in there. No, stop hitting the escape. what we could now do is we could actually do a little cul-de-sac here and densify this little section just a tad. Actually put even another bit stretch of a little houses in here. But I think that's okay. And this is a small kind of medium density kind of development, and it actually kind of feeds into that area a little bit as well. Yeah, I think so. 2 by 2 is what you want if you want the really small scale stuff, and it's all right here next to it. And we should be able to get commercial to be liking this area a little bit more, a little bit higher activity in this area is what you can kind of start seeing. That's really cool. I like it. Got these houses come in. What is this? This is chemical ore. It sells chemicals. Well, it makes sense for people to come and pick up their chemicals to go into the farms area here. I like it. It's looking pretty good. I thought we might add a park in here. But yeah, something like Beach Street over here with a little bit of a crooked angle. I kind of like that as well. It just gives a little bit of flavor in this area. Guys, but I think we're going to leave it there. Did a little bit of detailing and further expansion works. I do like my little rural industrial complex over here. And maybe, to be honest, this is a little bit overkill. I'm going to go ahead and remove that one out of there. I know they don't like it, but they've got one over here. It just looks pretty nice to just have it like that. People walking over here? Oh yeah, actually people are walking. So I like that idea with this little laneway at the back. It seems kind of appropriate for a little area like this. We still have a few, and this looks really nice in terms of, you know, our area here. But what kind of industries do we have? Full of foods. That's okay. So that's a convenience. Creates convenience foods. This is plastics. Really not quite what we would have thought. Textiles, rock, crude oil and petrochemicals. Yeah, we're really not getting the kind of stuff that we're actually subsidizing. That one, yes. Food, yes. Again, no. Yes, timber. That's the one. We want that kind of thing. That's all good. That's okay. Kind of theme appropriate. It's not what we want in this area. No, not either. That's okay, and that is not what we want in this area, but it kind of looks like it could be silos like that still. Anyway, I'm happy with that, the look and feel of it, but some of these are not quite theme appropriate. Guys, I'll leave it there, and I'll see you in the next episode, where we probably need to spend a little bit of time on the other side now. Healthy Pines is, I think, pretty healthy at the moment, and we'll need to go back to that area over there and move on from there. Big Town is still progressing. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.